was just waiting for somebody to come. So, hi, how are you? What can I do for you today? You're here for books. Well, let me tell you, you've come to the right place. So, do you have any particular book in mind or a genre in mind that you're thinking of? Okay. And, okay, perfect. So we'll talk about all of that. First, is this your first time here? It is. Oh, yay, new client. So, if you are okay with this, I'm going to take some information from you. I'm going to put you into our system so that you can be on our mailing list. And what the mailing list does is allow us to send you emails when we have promotions, or also because I'm going to be taking some information about you, it'll send you emails when we get new releases that match your preferences. How does that sound? Okay, great. Also, when it's your birthday, it'll send you a little coupon by email for 10% off. So that's like a little perk of being a member here, okay? Does that sound okay? Great. Okay, so I'll start by taking your name. Can you spell it for me, please? That's your first name? Okay. So just wanted to check. And your last name, please. Please spell it out. That's a really pretty name. Okay. And I'll take your email address, please. Okay. Oh. .com. Okay. Got it. And your phone number, please. With the area code. Okay. Okay, thank you. And can I get your birthday, please, so that we can send you that coupon when that date has come? I'll take it year, month, day. Ooh, your birthday is coming up, so you're gonna get that coupon from us really soon. Okay. Alright, so you are officially in our system. Yay. Now, in order to properly suggest books to you, I do need to know what you like, so I'm gonna be taking some notes if that's okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna make myself some room over here. Alright, so tell me about what you like, genres that you like to read. Fantasy, okay. And what type of fantasy are you looking at? So are we talking about high fantasy, YA fantasy, fantasy romance? Is that something that you like? Okay. Very good. One of my favorite genres as well. Okay, self-help. Okay, so what type of self-help? We talking personal development, business development? What are we talking here? Okay. Any area in particular that we want to be working on? Okay. Okay, perfect. I think I know just what to suggest. Okay. Are there any books in particular that, like maybe a feeling you're searching for? Feeling of summer. That's really specific, and yet I know exactly what it is that you're talking about. And I can completely understand looking for that summer feeling right now when it's so cold outside. So books that feel like summer. Okay. Great. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're wondering about the stack of books behind me? These are some of our bestsellers right now. We have our best-selling author, Colleen Hoover. She's a very popular author right now, so I can suggest one of these to you if you like. they're having a 10% sale on Colleen Hoover books this month, so it's a good time to try her out if you haven't already. Would you be interested? Okay. She has a very wide range of genres that she does, right? So is there anything in particular fiction-wise that we haven't discussed yet that would be of interest to you? Maybe I can match you with one of her books. Oh. Okay, supernatural or ghost stories. Interesting. Okay. I think I can find something that'll work. Okay. I think that's a lot to work with. Do you have anything else that you'd like to tell me about? Oh, you really want something about Greek mythology? Okay. So in terms of Greek mythology, are we talking more classics, or are we talking about retellings? Anything goes? Okay. Okay, that's a lot to work with. Is there anything else? No? Okay, perfect. Okay, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get some options, and then we can talk about them, okay? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Would you like to see what I picked out for you? Great. Okay, so first thing on your list was fantasy, and you did mention that you enjoy YA or young adult fantasy, so I've got a really good option for you. It's actually a trilogy. So this is the Shadow and Bone trilogy, written by Leigh Bardugo. And if you're interested, this series or this universe actually continues into more books. So let me just talk about this a little more. So take the first book, for example. This is the Shadow and Bone book, which is the namesake for the entire trilogy. And you might notice here it says Grishaverse. That is the universe that Leigh Bardugo created for this series. And if you like this, then I do recommend other books by Leigh Bardugo that are in the same Grishaverse universe. So she does have two other duologies that go along with this, but I do recommend reading this trilogy first, because in my opinion it does properly set up for the other two duologies. Shadow and Bone. So like I said, it is a young adult fantasy, and it follows the story of Alina Starkov, who is our young main character, as she discovers that she has the powers associated with the Grisha. And I don't want to say too much about it because I'm not one for spoiling books, but if you like magic, people with magical powers, there is war in this, evil versus good, things of that nature. And there is a little bit of romance. It's very young adult, since there's no R-rated scenes in this book or anything like that, but there is a little bit of romance, and it does serve to drive the plot along. So this is the first one in the series, Shadow and Bone. The second book in the series is called Siege and Storm. And the third book is called Rune and Rising. So that could be one option for you. Yep, you might notice the Netflix sticker. They did recently make this series into a TV show on Netflix. It covers this trilogy, but also part of the duology, Six of Crows, in the same Grishaverse. Okay, alrighty. Let's move on then. So, you wanted a self-help book. Yeah, you did. So, you said you wanted something more of personal development with time management. So, I do have a book that does come highly recommended. It is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is a book that breaks down habits that you want to build for yourself into very, very tiny, microscopic, or atomic habits that you can accomplish. The idea is that every tiny little thing that you do towards that habit will eventually build on a larger habit and improve your life. So he really teaches you how to break it down for yourself and make things super manageable in that way. Tiny changes, remarkable results, atomic habits. An easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. You like this one? You want it? Okay, great. I'll set it aside for you. Okay. The next thing that you wanted to look for were books that feel like summer. And I've got two really good options for you. First I have Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. This book covers Kaya, and basically the story of her life from childhood all the way until she's in her 20s, and she is accused of murder. So it goes back in time, present, past, and you get to see whether or not she committed that murder. And it's a very, the mystery aspect of it, the murder mystery aspect, is really a side story to this, although the book does open on this concept, but really the story is more about Kaya and her life growing up and the beauty of the marsh that she lives on. She's known as the Marsh Girl, and it really talks about the nature and the beauty of the place that she lives. It's really, really well written. This is a maybe? Okay. I made a little maybe pile for you. Okay, another book that really feels like summer. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The reason this book feels like summer to me is because it takes place in Malibu. It follows a group of siblings, the Riva siblings, and discusses not only their love of surfing, it really goes deep into the family dynamics that they have between them, secrets, love, acceptance. It's a really beautiful sibling story. If you enjoy sibling stories, I really do recommend this. And the setting of it is just extremely summery to me. It's a book that I definitely intend to revisit during the summer months. You love a sibling story? This one is a yes? Okay, great. I'll put it in your yes pile. Okay, so you'd mentioned that you like Greek mythology, so I have a couple options for you. I'm not sure what vibe you're looking for, so I do have 2 retellings and 1 original classic. So let's start with the classic. I have this copy of the Odyssey by Homer. This is a translation by Robert Fagel. Following the epic journey of Odysseus as he tries to make his way home after the Trojan War. You already have a copy of the Odyssey? Okay, no problem. I had a feeling that you might. So let's move on to the retellings that I picked out. Cersei by Madeline Miller. You may recognize the author as the woman who wrote the Song of Achilles, which is a very popular Greek retelling. She also wrote Cersei, in which she details the story of Cersei from her own point of view. Cersei was a nymph, and I thought it'd be a good idea if you like the Odyssey to read Cersei, since Odysseus is a prevalent character in her story. But the story really is all about Cersei. It really goes into detail about who she is, how she ended up on that island for so long, and her struggles, with loneliness, and you really get to see her growth in the story. It is a very, very well written retelling. And the cover is just absolutely stunning. Take this one. Okay, great. You'll really like it, I think. I have another retelling for you. This is 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. And it is a retelling of the story of the Trojan War, but from the women's point of view. So there are multiple point of views in this story. A lot of the prevalent female characters in the Trojan War tell their side of the story. Doesn't sound like your kind of thing? Okay, no problem. And for our Colleen Hoover recommendation today. I have this book, Layla, by, of course, Colleen Hoover. You mentioned you like supernatural stories, and this is definitely right up your alley then. It follows the story of Leeds and Layla and a pivotal moment in their relationship, and it does have very, very, very supernatural elements to the story. It is a romance, but with that twist to it. And again, there's 10% off Colleen Hoover books today. You'd like to give this a go? Okay, great. Alright, so here's the stack of books that you'll be leaving with today. You've chosen Layla by Colleen Hoover, Cersei by Madeline Miller, Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'll just ring these up for you right away. Here you go. You can take these. Okay, great. So Layla, Hoover, 1. Cersei, Madeline Miller, Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and Atomic Habits by James Clear. Okay, let me calculate your total. And there's 10% off on the Colleen Hoover book. And I'm just going to give an extra 5% because I like you. Yeah, I'm allowed to do that from time to time. Don't worry about it. Alright. Alright. We're all paid up. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate your business. I hope that you appreciated your time here